Hey, Nico here. I'm just going to give you guys a quick social media growth audit. And here are the biggest things I've kind of picked up on um, just by kind of an outsider looking on kind of your social platforms and your website. And I just want to give you today a few ideas for growth going forward. So today I want to basically go through the biggest mistake you're making right now, which is costing you literally thousands of pounds. I also want to go into how you can dominate your local niche and literally be everywhere to your ideal customers, even if you have a small following right now. And then I'm just going to show you how you can set all this up within the kind of next week or so. So the biggest mistake you're making right now that's costing you thousands of pounds. So look, your audience right now is spread across different platforms. The most people are on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, that's a given. On Pinterest, you got a few customers, LinkedIn, and also on Twitter. So Pinterest is great for any customers who are kind of over 30, who are female, and who love cats. Um, LinkedIn is great for kind of connecting to those bigger companies, so more the corporate work and those kind of corporate fittings that you may do. YouTube is kind of great for kind of everyone as well, and Twitter is great for starting conversations with absolute stranger, and it's perfectly cool and okay to do that as well. So what most people do when they first start out is they try and build up their following in all these platforms at once, and they spread themselves way too thin. So look, Facebook and Instagram are the biggest, so let's start with them. And the best thing is, look, once you kind of start building up a following on the big platform, then you can start diversifying your kind of audience across the platform, saying, hey, follow me on this, or check out my article I wrote on this, or see this on Pinterest, whatever it may be. Okay, so it's kind of build the audience on one and then spread them across, not just trying to do a little bit of each, because you don't really get anywhere that way. So when you're producing the content on the pages, so I see on your Facebook and Instagram page, you're putting content out there, you're doing it regularly, you want to kind of do it at a split of kind of 80% value and 20% offers. Okay, so you kind of show how cool your product is and how awesome the houses are after you've done kind of the installation of different services that you have. Things that work really well on Facebook and Instagram would be kind of very visual stuff. So very high resolution videos and pictures of what you do and kind of videos of the products and the installation, how they work. For instance, showing a really cool lighting system, or a video of the home cinema systems you've done, or showing how the climate control thing works, or how cool they are, because it's really cool technology. And you guys have got an awesome company. Okay, it's just a case of showcasing that on these social platforms. So, like I said, that's what you can do for making it engaging. So there's basically a conspiracy between our social media marketers, and we'll tell most companies, okay, what you got to do is post regularly, make sure your content engaging, and have a strong brand tone of voice. Okay, and then guess what? You do that. You've been doing that. You've been posting regularly. But guess what? It doesn't work, and you hire us. Okay, and the truth is, look, it doesn't work for this reason. Okay, you're basically fighting against Instagram and Facebook, and I'll show you right now why. So look, I go onto your, let's say it's your Facebook page right now. And right now, look, you've got a decent cover photo, you've got the kind of thing, logo right there, it's all good, the content is good that you're posting, okay, but look, we're getting very, very little engagement on our photos. And that's because the Facebook algorithm makes it so only 1 to 6% of people that actually follow your page are going to see your stuff. So out of this 190, 191 people, probably, it's normally less than 1% are going to see the posts you're putting out there, hence why we're getting such little engagement on these decent posts you're putting out there. Like, they're engaging, they look good. So it's not that they suck, like, it's just that you're not getting enough visibility. And that's one of the main problems you have right now, is the visibility of your brand, the visibility of the company, and the value that you provide. Okay, so we want to really increase this. And posting organically on Facebook and Instagram isn't going to cut it. So even when we go on, let's say, your Instagram account, I haven't got that up, but even when we go on your Instagram account, it's exactly the same. Again, it's very, very little reach. It's a little bit better than Facebook, but it's still very, very little. And again, hence the reason we only got kind of 30 likes on there, 2 comments. Yeah, it's very, very small engagement. So it's nearly impossible for you to actually get customers through using these social platforms, which sucks. And it's not just you. It's not just you, okay? I'm going to show you Kim Kardashian here. Okay, so look, she's got, let's have a look. She's got about 30 million followers on her Facebook page. But when she posts, she's only getting about 4,000 likes, which is ridiculous. If you look at the discrepancy between the amount of followers she has and the likes she's getting, it's because the Facebook algorithm is basically screwing her over. Okay, it used to be very, very easy to just post something and get loads and loads of reach. Nowadays, reach is really minimum. Okay, and it's basically because there's Facebook and Instagram are marketing platforms, and people are paying Facebook and Instagram to be there. So they're going to take up the space in the newsfeed, and that's why your organic post isn't going to take the place. It's because someone's paying to be there, so they're going to be prioritized in the queue to get out there. Okay, and there's no way around this. As you can see with poor Kim Kardashian here. Poor Kim. Okay, so you're probably thinking, all right, great, so we're kind of screwed. What's the point? Okay, look, it's still important to post on your media pages because you know what? No one wants to go to a naked page. And right away here, look, we've got a very low number too. So what you want to do as well is increase this number to around about the 1,000, even 10,000 mark. Once it hits 10,000, then that's real credibility. So when someone lands on your page, they go, oh, these people must be really legit because they got a lot of followers. Okay, people kind of see that as how good authority figure you are by the amount of likes and follows you have on your page. It's just kind of psychological. So we have a quick hack I can show you that you can use to boost this to 1,000 literally within like a couple of hours. It's super, super easy. And the same on Instagram. Okay, so we want this to at least 1,000 to 10,000. Then people are like, whoa, these guys are legit. Another thing you do on Instagram, I'm just gonna give this one away for free. At the moment we're doing hashtags. We're only using a few hashtags. Okay, look, you've got 30 hashtags you can use. Use all of them. All right, it's kind of like playing the lottery. Would you want, what, 10 tickets when you can have 30? Okay, so use all 30. Okay, you're going to get more reach. You're going to rank higher in different pages for the hashtag you use. Okay, and what we're also doing is you're doing hashtags with a hell of a lot of, like here, you've got over 1 million posts on there. There's no way that your post is going to rank on that page, so you're not going to get the visibility you want. So what you want to do is use a thing called hashtag ladders. So for instance, if you want to rank well for London, then maybe you go, you basically type in a hashtag for a smaller following on that post. So for instance, Paddington will have less. Let's have a look at Paddington. Where is it? You've done this on one of these. Is that last one? Where's Paddington? I clicked on it a minute ago. Anyway, for instance, like home automation. You're going to have less posts to see, 140,000. Now, because you've got less than 10,000 followers, if you maybe hashtag home automation, then you type in maybe another thing related to home automation, which has maybe between 100,000 to 500,000 posts, and then you post, and then you do another hashtag for another one that's similar to it, maybe home, which has about 1 million or so posts. Then as you start ranking higher on the lower ones, you'll start ranking higher in the kind of medium and high ranked posts. So it's called a hashtag ladder. So you rank low and then you build up and then you build up. You'll start ranking more on these pages. You'll appear higher up on the pages and you'll get more likes and follows. On Instagram as well, to build your following, what you can do is basically follow people's pages and then use the kind of 3-1 method. So you like 3 of their photos, you comment on one, and you get about a follow back rate of about 1 in 4. Okay, so that's what you can do on Instagram just to gain a bit more momentum. But like I said, all these little things are tactics. They're not the biggest thing that's going to actually get you revenue and get you more customers. They're a good thing to do just to build out a bit of authenticity, but there's ways around this. We can hack this as well. Okay, so how can we actually get you more customers and more sales? That's what's important, right? So first of all, let's use Twitter. So Twitter's pretty cool. We can reach out to random people. And here's one of my favorite Twitter hacks. So what we do on Twitter is basically we find any competition, so any companies that are slightly bigger than yours that kind of work in a similar field, and basically follow anyone who's following your competition, and then follow anyone who your competition is following, because they're likely to be very important to your competition. Okay, so once you've done that, leave it about 5 days. You can unfollow anyone who hasn't followed you back, and that's totally fine. And then what you can do with these people is you can scrape Twitter and basically find these people's email addresses. And then what we do is basically get these people's email addresses, we put in a big Excel sheet, and then what we can do is do a mass email cold outreach campaign. So let's say we smash out about, let's say you get to what? Say you send out over 1,000 emails, or let's say you want it a bit higher than that, like 10,000 emails, you can just all automatically to these people, to his followers, and say, hey, I followed you on Twitter, I see you followed XYZ, we have 10% discount on our service, blah, 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 check it out. Okay, you'd expect about a 10 to 30% conversion of this. So again, that's a very easy way to get customers from nothing, from thin air. Okay, it's a nice little hack. It's all automated as well, and you don't have to pay a penny. Another really cool one, like I said, some of your audience are on LinkedIn. So what you can do on LinkedIn is basically automate the way you connect with people. So you can search for kind of companies and business owners with, let's say, they've got a certain amount of employees. or they work at a certain company, we can try and get in contact with these people to try and get a contract with these people to do their whatever it may be, their office, refurb, whatever it may be. Okay, and then we can automate the way we kind of reach out to these people. With the automation tools, you can reach out to about 100 a day before LinkedIn get a bit funny and say, hey, don't do that, you're against our terms of service. But it's a pretty valid growth hack, and it's free, and it's a really easy way to get customers for free. So there you go, there's 2 really easy ways to get more customers organically. You're doing a bit of cold outreach, cold email campaigns, super easy. Okay, so you're probably thinking, all right, so how the hell do people actually make Facebook and Instagram work for them, and how do they do this without, how do they do it? So it's a thing called paid traffic. So Facebook and Instagram are like the most targeted form of marketing you can do. So rather than waste money on flyers, things like that, basically Facebook and Instagram are really, really targeted. So you can search for people who are homeowners, you can search for people who are investors, you can search for people who are landlords, you name it, okay? And then what you do is basically you put the paid advert in front of them. You're going to get more reach and more visibility in front of actually your ideal audience. And then from there, you basically get them to, from there, they'll click on your ad and they'll go to your website and book in for a phone call. So that's how it works there. So I want to quickly show you how that kind of looks. So this is what happens right now. People are from traffic. They're basically on there. They come and find you randomly, random bits of traffic from social or backlinks, whatever it may be. They go to your website and then they book in for their phone call. I'm taking it, and then from there your sales team calls them up, makes a sale, and I guess you send them back a blueprint or a plan or a proposal, whatever it may be, and then they go ahead. So basically we can use this but move it all online. So rather than getting random sources of traffic through backlinks and stuff, what you can do is basically use Facebook ad and Google ads and send the traffic to your website and then get customers from there. So that's one way of doing it. Okay, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you try and use Facebook ads and send them to your website, they're not going to work that well. And you're probably like, what? You're chatting crap now. It doesn't make any sense what you're saying. So basically good websites convert around kind of 1 to 3% if they're good. So that means even if you are paying for Facebook ads, okay, and the Facebook ads are doing their job, they're getting the clicks to the website, they're not converting to actual booked in phone calls. And the reason for this is every time you send someone to your website, it's a bit like a maze. There's so many things to click on, and people just get lost, okay? And people's attention span is so little nowadays. Literally, you're screwed. So you've only got a couple of seconds to really direct the person's attention to take the action that you want. So in our case, it's to book in for their discovery phone call about their house, whatever it may be, or home transformation call, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we want to basically get their attention straight away. So now we need to basically convert at a higher percentage, otherwise we're not going to be profitable with our ad campaigns. And you're probably thinking, okay, how do we do this? Okay, there's a thing called a sales funnel. Okay, and this converts around the 15 to kind of 40%. Okay, can I share this with you? So where is it? Where's our little sales funnel? Let's get them up here. So here you've got basically your Facebook ad or your Google ad. Okay, you send the traffic rather than to your website, you send them to a landing page. And on the landing page, what we're trying to do is basically get their attention and basically get them to book into a phone call. So the ad might be around our cinema service, whatever it may be, or lighting or climate control. And then the landing page is very similar, saying, hey, you're looking to install a home cinema, whatever it may be. And then basically you want them to click from there, and then from there they land on a thank you page or a booking page. And the booking page, you can basically get them to book straight in, and that will go straight through to your client management system. And then the beauty of this is, once they've given you their email, you can follow them up with a nice email sequence to build know, like, and trust, build rapport. And if they haven't taken the action here, which some won't, just because humans are weird, you follow them up with an email campaign, deliver value, and keep directing them to book back in for your service, or sign up to your Facebook group, or go join your Facebook page, whatever it may be. And this way, it's kind of like an automatic marketing machine. So every day, people are clicking on your ads, they're going through the landing page, they're going through this kind of sales funnel where you're building relationships, building rapport, and then basically you're getting them to take the action, which is, a booked-in sales transformation call. And then from there, your sales team converts them into paid customers. Pretty cool, right? So this isn't the only thing you can do, all right? So that's pretty cool, right? Does that kind of all make sense? So just a quick recap from here. Can you see how you can use LinkedIn and how you can use the Twitter growth hack to gain more customers? How you can basically scrape the Twitter profiles, how you connect with people on Twitter, and how you can send out cold email campaigns on Twitter, and how you can send out kind of automated messages on LinkedIn to get more customers. And can you see how kind of organic Facebook marketing kind of sucks, and how you're not going to get enough visibility, enough reach, and enough eyeballs on your service and the value it has to deliver and offer, and how you need to use paid marketing? And can you see why, look, you just post on your social profiles and have really good content with good videos, good visuals isn't just enough. How you need kind of a sales system in place and a sales funnel to turn these strangers into customers. And you can see why, look, how awesome this system would be in your business if every day you had this set up and every single day you have kind of 1 to 10 people booking for those sales calls. Obviously, it could be more than that depending on your ad spend. And can you see how much money you're wasting not having a system like this set up in your business? It totally automates your lead generation. Okay, it's literally such a game changer. Think how easier your business would be if you had an automatic way to get customers every single day, every single month. You could not plan out your revenue. You could budget to expand, and you can just keep scaling. And once you've set up one sales funnel in one area, guess what? You can plug and play it in a different area. So you've got one location in let's say London. Once that's kind of verified and optimized in London, just literally pick up the whole system and drop it in a new location, and it'll work like clockwork. That's pretty cool, right? So, now I'm going to tell you how you can dominate your local market even if you don't have a massive following, which we don't. Okay, so you see how Coca-Cola and Netflix, they always try and stay top of mind, top of thought. The billboards are everywhere. So when you're thirsty, what do? You reach for a Coke just because they're top of mind, top of thought. Let's say with Netflix, when you're just chilling out, doing nothing, you're not watching that series that you continually see being advertised. You just go, oh, they're like, okay, well, time's right, I've seen that enough times, let's watch it because you're intrigued. Okay, so it's like, we can be exactly like Coke and Netflix and be literally everywhere, but we can use this via retargeting ads on Facebook. And I see right now on your website you have the Facebook pixel installed, but you're not actually using it right now. You're just sitting it there and it's just getting dusty. So the Facebook pixel works in the same way a traffic camera works, or a speed camera. So anytime a car is speeding, the traffic camera will capture their data. So it will capture their license plate, and then later on it will send them a fine in the post. Okay, the Facebook pixel works the same way, but let's say a potential customer lands on your website or your landing page. The Facebook pixel will capture their data, and then it will allow you later on to send a retargeting campaign and put this on their Facebook newsfeed, in between articles. It can appear on Instagram. It's kind of like, you ever been like online shopping and you're looking at a certain pair of shoes, you're looking at a certain clothing, or looking at a holiday, and then magically it appears in your Facebook newsfeed. You're like, how has Facebook done that? It's through the Facebook pixel, and you can do exactly the same thing to your customers and give them the same experience. That way you can stay top of mind, top of thought, and be everywhere. And for your service, because it's a high-end service, a lot of people aren't going to convert on the first touch point. They're not just going to go, oh, that home cinema system looks good, let's get that straight away. Like, there's a small percentage of people that are going to do that. Okay, so what we need to do is basically build a relationship with them, keep reminding them, and just stay literally top of mind, top of thought at all times with them. And then when the time is right and they see the message enough, they're going to reach out to us because you're going to be the most obvious choice because they've seen you enough times, you provide enough value to them, and you show them enough cool things. And it's going to be a no-brainer for them. Okay, so that way you can kind of be everywhere to them. If that's not cool enough, okay, Facebook literally records everything. So say if your customer watches a video of one of your climate control systems, whatever it may be. Facebook records anyone who's seen 3 seconds of that video, 10 seconds of that video, 50% of that video, 75% of that video, and 95% of that video. So think about this. If you had an audience created of people that have seen 75% of your video and above, these people will be super interested in your product and your service and what you have to say. So if you can retarget these people with another video providing value, or retarget them with an offer enough times, guess what? When the time is right, they're going to reach out and they're going to book in that phone call, and you're going to be the most obvious choice. So it's pretty awesome what you do there. So another thing you can do. So I already know that you've got probably a list of emails of already existing customers and clients. You've got an email list of people. What you can do is basically upload this to Facebook and then put a remarketing advert in front of them saying, hey, thanks for being a loyal customer. We've just got these new things in, book in now, and it's receive your discount, wherever it may be. And these people, you know what, because a buyer's a buyer's a buyer. Once they buy from you once, they'll likely buy from you again. So you guess what? You just remind them of the service you delivered, and guess what? They'll probably reach out again and buy from you again. So an easy way to turn your customers into repeat customers. Another thing you can do is basically with these people you upload to Facebook, you can essentially clone these people and say, Facebook, find me more people like these people who are already my existing customers. And Facebook goes, all right, and then clones these people on their data points, their demographics, their kind of their interests, and their kind of what's the word? Their kind of wealth status, and their whatever it may be. They'll clone these data points. They'll find you more customers like these people. And like I said, these custom audiences, lookalike audiences, they're ridiculous and they work so well. So if you've got a big customer list already, let's get them on there. Let's start remarketing these people. Let's start kind of cloning these people and get in front of these people. Facebook is such a powerful platform when you use it correctly. And right now, you're not using any of these things. And look, this way, you can literally just be top of mind, top of form, and just be everywhere to these people. Okay, so right now, can you just see how you can use kind of Facebook and it's how much power it has and how you can be relevant, deliver value, and be everywhere to your ideal customers? And can you see how you can literally, like, anytime someone doesn't, for instance, buy from you, you can just remind them how awesome your service is. Pretty cool, right? So look, how to set this up within the kind of next week. So look, we're a marketing agency, so we cover the whole lot from the strategy to the creative to creating the content that's actually going to engage the customers through split. We also do split testing to make sure we've got the right audience, we've got the right offers, we have the right copy, we have the right images, the right videos. That's going to bring your cost for acquisition down massively. We also we build out the whole funnel system for you too. We do it day in, day out. And look, we're happy as well to do kind of all the ads management, the copywriting, the email marketing, and we literally do the whole thing for you. We set up the whole kind of marketing machine, so you don't actually have to do anything yourself. Okay, we kind of partner with you, and we help build this out in your business. So we kind of take care of your lead generation, so you can focus on the delivery of your product rather than have to worry and have a massive headache with your marketing. And look, setting this kind of marketing machine up, an automatic way to get customers, that's kind of the big domino. Once you have this set up, everything else kind of becomes irrelevant or unnecessary. So like cold email outreach, networking, having to cold call people, leaflets and flyers, trying to post organically, all that kind of stuff isn't going to give you the biggest result. Whereas this is it's just like a home run. It's your big domino. Once you knock this down, everything else comes easy and unnecessary. Okay, so look, if you had this marketing machine set up in your business with a Facebook ads, a sales funnels like I showed you in secret number 1, then we used our Coca-Cola domination strategy that we talked about in secret number 2. Then I set the whole thing up for you so you don't have to lift a finger, learn anything else, all within the next week like we explained in secret number 3. Do you think you could be successful? Awesome. So look, what I'd like to do now is just invite you to schedule a call. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. This is a very quick growth audit from the outside looking in. I don't know your numbers, I don't know your cost per acquisition, I don't know your average order value, and I don't know your customers like you do. Okay, so there's a few questions that I'd love to ask you guys to get a bigger insight exactly how we can actually build this out in your company, and dig a bit deeper too, so I can actually give you some numbers. At the moment, from an outside perspective, you're looking at, let's say it costs between £20 and the high end £60 to get a booked in customer. Once optimized, we'd be looking at between, let's say, £10 and £20 if we can for a booked in phone call. And let's say your sales reps suck at selling over the phone and they only convert at, let's say, 10%. So let's say you get 10 booked in sales calls at, let's say, £30. Okay, and they only convert 10% of that. You spent £300 to acquire a customer, and look, you've got a new customer for £300. I'm pretty sure that most of your sales team can convert better than 10%, and I'm pretty sure that most of your services cost more than £300. So guess what? You're going to be very, very profitable. But like I said, I can't give you exact numbers, the amount of numbers and leads and stuff, unless I know some more details from you guys. So look, if you guys want to go ahead and explore a little bit more how we can work together, then please just schedule in a quick phone call and we can run through some numbers and yeah, get you scaling, get you growing. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. I know it's been me going a million miles an hour, but yeah, there's a lot to fit in and I hope it's been insightful for you guys. Take care.